Brent Porcio, TopVelocity.net. Chris, pitching analysis here for you. Pair you up with Stephen Lacey. So coming out of leg lift, you're slide stepping right here. We'll take Lacey to the similar spot, even though he's not slide stepping. Okay, so the point where he wants to open and drive compared to where you want to open and drive. Okay, you're going to see he's got a lot more momentum out of his leg lift, which obviously a bigger leg lift can help, but he still would move, or he still moves like this without that. You can see you're not sitting as much. So he's in a lot lower center of mass position. And his shin, probably your shin angles are the same. This back shin here, you can see. The only thing is like you said, the momentum difference and the lowering of his center of mass difference. That's going to be, it's going to give him a lot more ability to create a lot of lower half power. You can also see too, his trunk's a little bit more closed than yours. And because of that, his glove side is more across his body than out in front, and he's not lifting up. And a lot of times when you lift up and you pull down, you're really using your upper body to try to throw your trunk forward as opposed to your lower body. Steven's in a much better position because he's got all this momentum in his lower half. So if we take him as he opens, you can see the back foot push and drive off the plate. He gets a lot of power through the backside, a lot of hip rotation in the landing, and maintains a closed trunk. You can see when you open, your back foot is just turning over. So you'll see his lays down sideways as he pushes off and then rotates. Your heel just rolls up. You're just spinning. And then when you land, your glove is tucking a little bit earlier, right? And your trunk is forward. So you're going to see his chin is behind his belt buckle. Your chin is well in front of your belt buckle. So you're basically transferring everything too early. And that typically happens when you fail back here to propel. This has to pull down and tuck early to overcompensate. So just look at the trunk positions here. He's a way more loaded back, so he has more room, more time to accelerate energy. When you give someone more time, distance to accelerate energy, they're going to accelerate a lot. They have potential to accelerate a lot more energy power forward. So you can see when your trunk comes around, there's not really, after landing, the glove's already tucked, it just pretty much turns down. Not a lot of forward trunk power here, more just falling off. So a lot of your trunk movement is this pulling off. He's got a lot more wanting to push forward, and that's why he gets such good layback here. That's the counter movement to when you have more forward trunk release as opposed to that pulling and rotational trunk release. It doesn't even look like your arm's really laying back because of it. And that's what happens. If you're going to pull so far this way, then your arm's going to want to fly out the opposite way. The reason the arm in Lacey goes back is because the trunk went forward. So your trunk's going in rotation, so your arm is already flying out. You can see it. It's wanting to fly out away from your body. Right? And it doesn't lay back that long because those forces want to go, more of those forces countering are flying out, not flying back. And then you go to release. So once you're back, look, here's the thing. When the back side is rotational, right here, as you can see the heel coming up, the glove side is going to pull down and add to that rotation. So everything just wants to go rotational. When your shin comes down, as you can see here, when you see that shin come down and that stride build out and the push off through that, the trunk wants to then release that energy and creates that forward momentum and all that laid back. So things to learn that is like all the momentum movements, all the drive drills, all step throws, all those things will help you learn that. And you can do that like a lot of our chest up throws. So you're going to see that you'll see that in our Patreon or in the program. If you're not in there, I'd suggest you get into the beginner program and start learning the med ball drills, the beginning of the med ball drills. And then when you get into level 1, you'll really get more into the chest up throws. Those are all great because it teaches you the forward momentum as opposed to the rotational momentum. And then 2, when you get into a lot of the separation throws we do, I'd want you to put your glove behind your back and try to not allow your body to want to pull and rotate and just keep teaching your body to move forward, move forward, move forward. So from the drive drills all the way through to the glove behind your back, separation throws, and med ball throws, those will all be great to start developing these movements.